Away the lads, people. Welcome to NUFC Insiders. My name is Chris, the American Magpie. We are live again, and man, it's been a amazing 24 hours after the defeat against Aston Villa last night. I want to welcome everybody. Of course, smash the like button if you're new to the channel. Subscribe as we are growing this Magpie community. Listen, we are live right now and ready to get to it. I don't know if there's going to be any more panelists to come on today. Seems like a lot of people are doing a lot of stuff going on right now. But we're going to get in depth into the match review, talk about the game. Of course, we're going to do the player scores. We're going to do all that stuff, all that good stuff that we do when it comes to the match review. And of course, we're going to get a better chance to reading some of your comments as well. And that's going to be obviously very, very important. I'm trying to pull up what we got going on right now. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Big up to everybody. It says Mighty Mag. Hi, Chris. Hope you're well, pal. Big up to you, my brother. Appreciate it for being on the show. Of course, we started a little bit late, 15 minutes late, because I had to drive my daughter to the doctor to the pediatrics, and therefore, you already know how that goes, brother. Traffic. I got caught up in traffic and all that stuff. So yeah, it's a little bit difficult, but we're here. So big up to Mighty Mag, big up to Ian. It says, evening, Chris. Our injury list is not good. Yeah, we're going to talk about that as well. Isak leading the list as far as importance. I guess you can say that Isak is one of those players that we're missing. We're going to miss the most. Mighty Mag, evening, Ian. Yes, sir. And yeah, my daughter is fine. She just her yearly checkup. She's 1 year. She's a year old, so we had to do her checkup, and we actually have to go an hour away. I live pretty remotely over here in the United States, and so we have to drive an hour. But hey, hour there, hour back. You do the math. I had to be 15 minutes late, but we're gonna get to it, man. As I'm gonna share a screen as well because I do want to talk a little bit about this. So let me see. Actually, let me try to do it this way. If we go, here we go. Look at that. Actually, matter of factly, there we go. There we go. Now we got it going on. Is we can look at the screen real quick and deduct that the player scores. Some of these player scores I'm not going to agree with. And I want to know what you think as well, because I do want to know what you think about as far as player scores and how the players performed in this particular match. To me, to just give you guys a quick assessment on this match in particular, I mean, I got to say that I'm so delighted, that we were able to play, that we were able to perform, that we were able to win a match. And this was one of the important matches this season. And not necessarily because of Aston Villa, or maybe it is because um, I think that we are in the same level as Aston Villa, and as well as Tottenham. But these teams have had a better run of luck because they didn't have to deal with injuries. They didn't have to play as many games throughout, weekly, daily, like we did. And I think that makes things, much more difficult when we have to deal with injuries, when we have to play every 3 days, all that stuff you got to take in consideration. Therefore, I believe that those are the reasons as to why we're not similar in the table right now at this moment. Uh, but I do believe that with this match, we beat them in the very beginning of the season. We beat them yesterday. It just proves my point that is our level right now at this point. It's the fourth, fifth, sixth spot, and I think that we will all agree on that. Aston Villa talked a lot of smack, and we gotta, they talked a lot of smack. Some of their social media people, which I'm not gonna give too much time to, they talked a lot of smack, and at the end of the day, you see what happened. And Tottenham fans talked a lot of smack when when they beat us away at their stadium. Well, when they come back to St. James's Park, it's going to be similar. So, you know what I mean? It's we're gonna beat them more than likely. So that is, that's our level right now. Fourth, fifth, that is our level. That's where we need to be fighting at. We're not there right now. We're in seventh spot, but of course, um, if you look at the Premier League right now, and I'm gonna go to the PL real quick. obviously we're going to be seventh. I don't know. Well, actually, I need to look again because as far as some of the matches are not um, have been Chelsea played already. I think they lost against Liverpool. So Liverpool is already getting ahead, more than likely going to be they're my candidates to win the Premier League. But when it comes to Newcastle United, we're still seventh. Brighton lost. That's a great deal. They lost against Luton, which by the way is all the way at the bottom at 17th. And so that was very important. The win against the win by Luton over Brighton, that's a big deal. They win by Liverpool against Chelsea, that's a big deal for us because they stay at the bottom. Manchester United plays Wolves. I'm not too concerned about Wolves, even though if they win, they get 3 points. They got the same amount of points as us, but I think that we're going to be on top because we have a plus 11 goal difference, and I think that we're going to be able to stay above Wolves, but I would like them to lose. Some people are going to say I would like Manchester United and Wolves to tie, to draw. That way they stay. They don't get as many points uh, as possible, obviously. But I would like Wolves to lose because I don't want them to get 32 points and automatically be on this race that we're trying to, we're trying to keep Wolves and everybody else from the bottom away from us. And so, but also don't want Manchester United to win. Therefore, I just said a lot to just basically say that I would rather obviously have them draw. I had to change my mind real quick because I was just looking at Manchester United's points, and at this point in time, I'd rather them draw. And of course, Manchester United would still go above us because they would get a point, 33. You know what? When it comes to just staying seventh, it will be much better if Wolves wins, but they will get 32 points and add. You would add another team into this potential six-spot battle that we're going to have against West Ham United. Hopefully, they lose as well. That's a big deal, and we still got to play West Ham. We still got to play Aston Villa. Sorry, we still got to play Tottenham, and that is that is the big deal. And now when it comes to let me look real quick. That game against Aston Villa away, that Isak, I believe he came back that game from his first injury, and he scored 2 goals, if I'm not mistaken. We were up 2-1. That game we should have won. We let it go. We let them score, and we went 2-2. That game right there makes me think. We should have gotten those points. Um, and so now we're going to have to play them at St. James's Park, which is very very important. And at some point in time, I mean, we should win that one, to say the least. But yes, I mean, the table is getting really really tough right now, and that's why I didn't want Wolves to be added onto the list. But looking at this right here, I want to stay seventh, and that's why I'm going to say now. I changed my mind twice, 3 times already. Um, I want Wolves to win. They can beat Manchester United at home, but because if they win, we're still at seventh spot. If Manchester United draw or win, obviously they go above us, bringing us down to the eighth spot. So yeah, I definitely want Wolves to win now. But look, when you talk about the game, I'm going to talk about we're going to do the player scores right now. Let me see, 10 minutes. So we're going to do the player scores right now at 10 minutes, and get right down to it. And I want you to participate. I'm going to go to your comments in a minute. I want you to participate, and I want you to chat what points you give these players. So so we can interact and we can chat. Now let me zoom in real quick. Hopefully, let me see. I can zoom in and you guys can see. Come on now. There we go. All right, so we're gonna go like this. There we go. And so I want you to. We're gonna start with Dubravka. We're gonna do the player scores right now. We're gonna start with Dubravka, and please comment and chat what percentage or what from 1 to 10. What is your score for each and whenever one of these players? I want you to participate. I want to read and want to get your opinion. Martin Dubravka. We're gonna start with him. I think that he had, I believe, a save or two throughout the game. But I think he was a solid 8 to me. They gave him 7.5. I'm going to give him 8 points. I think that was he had a really good match. Not a lot, to be honest with you. It was Aston Villa didn't attack a lot, and that is a positive. But because we defended well, and but when you become a big team in the Premier League, when you become a team that everybody wants to beat, and you become really a really tough opponent for your rivals in a really good team, they're not going to attack you a lot, but there's going to be one or two occasions where they attack you and they get to the goal and they shoot and they compromise your defense and the score. And I believe that yesterday was one of those matches where we were better, much better than Aston Villa. And at the end of the day, we were able to capitalize. We were able to maintain for the vast majority. Of course, they scored at the end, but I think Dubravka is going to get an 8 from me. Let me go to some comments real quick when it comes to Dubravka. Lewis is Dubravka 9, Ian 8, Mighty Mag 8, and Kevin 8 as well. So big up to you guys for that. And yes, we're about there. I'm not gonna give him a 10 or a 9 because he wasn't really challenged much. But again, I do give importance when it comes to scoring or not scoring. I'm sorry, saving the team when for the most part you weren't really involved because Aston Villa didn't attack. Let's be honest. They didn't attack at all. At the end, they had a few occasions. One of them they scored, but at the end of the day, Dubravka 8 points. Let's go to the center backs right now. Let's start with Fabian Schär. I mean, they gave him a 9.5, and that is a pretty. I mean, what else can you say? There's not much to talk about there. Fabian Schär, terrific, terrific. I'm going to give him a 10. I don't know whether they give him a 9.5. I'm going to give him a 10 because obviously you got to add those two goals. Um, Now, when I talk about judging a player, I'm a very hard judge when it comes to players because, like, I won't judge a center back for scoring or take points away because he didn't score. The main job is defending. Same thing with the goalkeeper. The main job is defending, maintaining security around the goal, aerial game, all the stuff. Feet and how you play with your feet, that is secondary. I don't want my goalkeeper to be Cristiano Ronaldo with his feet. I don't give a damn. I need him to be a stopper. And so the same thing with the center backs. I want him to defend, to play defense well. And I do believe that Char's defense game last night was on point. And if you add those goals, you got to give them 10 points. So you got to give them 10 points. There's no way about it. And so let me just yeah, we go. I'm gonna send it to the chat real quick. That way everybody knows that we're live. Now let's go. Let me go with Shar. What your comments on Shar? By the way, Kevin says Pope may be sweating. Yeah, listen. A lot of people don't like Dubravka, but and I'm won't do well too much. We got to do the player scores. Go with mommy. Go with mommy. Hold on. Let me open the door for you. Sorry about that. My kid was hands are full of ice cream, so I told him to go with mommy. I can I could change him live on air, but I will say Fabian Schär 10 points, and a lot of people don't like Dubravka. That was my point, but to be honest, I don't know why. I mean, you got Pope that should be the starter, unless some people think that the starter should be somebody else, a better goalkeeper, a goalkeeper with a better career, whatever. All that stuff. Then I get it. I guess you can say we could change, but I mean, Dubravka to be the backup for Botman. I mean, for Pope. I'm not too crazy. Um, I'm okay with that. I think he's been doing good. Ian says Char 10, Fabian Ter 10, Lewis Mighty Mac 10, Kevin Pryor Char 9. So yeah, actually Ian says Char man of the match for me. So and Kevin is of the same opinion as well. So yeah, Fabian Char can't talk, can't really praise him enough. He did a really great job. Sven Botman, I don't know. SofaScore has him at 6.9. I mean, I'm not sure. Maybe the goal came from there, and maybe he should have, according to them, done better. But to be honest with you, it's in my opinion, he was terrific. He was terrific, man. And so I will say that I will give him a 8.5 for me for Sven Botman. And so you can splash your opinion on the chat. Let me know what you think about Sven Botman and in his um, score. In your opinion, I think that I don't know. He was pretty solid to me. And Kevin says, there we go. Hold on, let me see. Lewis says Botman 9, Botman 8, according to Kevin. Ian says Botman 9, he was great. Mighty Mag, Botman solid 8. Yeah, 100%. 100%. Botman was terrific. Was terrific. And I don't know why he would get a 6.9. Again, maybe the goal came from there and maybe that's why they penalized him. But to be honest with you, man, I don't know, man. That goal was going to come one way or another. You could feel it coming, and so he got it done. And then we can go to the left side with Dan Byrne. To be honest with you, I think Dan Byrne did a solid job. I'm happy and content with Dan Burns' match last night. I think that I have criticized him a lot, in because of obviously he hasn't played well. And in today's match, and also the last one was a big deal. The last one he played as well. He played really well, and therefore, you got to give players their flowers when they play terrific. I'm not going to say he was the greatest at left back. I mean, that's really asking him to be the best left back in the world is not going to happen. He's not that, and I don't even believe it's not that he's not capable. It's just like putting Isak as a left back. It's not his position, but I'm going to give him a 7.5. I think that was a solid game, and I believe that he deserved that. So let me know what you think about Burn. No, yeah. By the way, Lewis says you missed my message before. I leave certain messages for the highlights at the end. That way, I will read every message. So don't worry about it, brother. Well, let me just do it now. Lewis says on our broadcaster, Fabian Schär got player of the match. Oh, there it is. Um, yeah, I mean, he was certainly the one. I mean, I don't think anybody else really deserved that other than Bruno Guimaraes. But he was kind of um, Bruno was quiet, and that's not a criticism. He was just quiet, but he was so great, and he's pulling the strings, the tempo. We're gonna get to Bruno in a minute, but he was amazing. He was amazing. I know, man. I'm trying to keep him quiet. It's impossible, brother. When you say Chris's boy seems to be having a whale of a time. Yeah, he's jumping. He's watching SpongeBob, so in hands full of ice cream. So you already know it could be a difficult one right now. I hate it. I hate that you guys have to listen to him. So I turned the volume down a little bit. That way you in the mic really close to my mouth, so you don't have to hear him. So apologies for that. And so yeah, then Burn, in my opinion, 7.5. Then we can go to the right side. And well, actually, no. Let me show people your. Uh-oh, what just happened? My screen just literally, my computer just went nuts. Oh my gosh! Literally, my computer, everything just shut down, and it went. Oh my goodness! Everything went crazy. Let me see. Where am I? Oh, this is me. Wow. I just everything just basically my computer screen just imploded on me. Everything went everywhere, and I don't know what the hell just happened. Hold on, let me try to make this. Sorry about that. Give me just 1 second. My kid is destroying everything back here. So I will be right back. I apologize for this. I'll be just Yeah, fellas, I apologize about that. And man, it's difficult trying to do this YouTube stuff. 100%. I feel a little sick as well, so maybe I'm not as upbeat as I usually am. But let me see. All right, let's get to it. Come on. We were talking about. Oh, I was showing your Burns scores. So 7 Lewis. Ian says Burn was okay. 8. Kevin 8 is 7. Mighty Mac 7 as well. So, all right, let's go with to the right side, Kieran Trippier. Kieran Trippier, I think he looked terrific. I love the way Kieran Trippier played on the right side. I think he was amazing, and I'm gonna give him. Yeah, I think an 8 is okay. I think 8 is okay. I think 8.5. I'm gonna give him an 8.5. I think Trippier was really good, and and so I think an 8 it should be well deserved when it comes to Kieran Trippier. So yeah, let me know about Trips, what you think, and so let me know what you think it should be. Ian says Trips 8. Yeah, I think 8, 8.5. I think that should be good enough. That was really good. Mighty Max is Trips 8. Kevin Pryor says 8. He's back to normal, I think. Yep. Lewis is Trips 9, setting up. The first goal was a beauty. Yeah, that is true as well. He was really with the doing well, and of course the crosses from the corner kicks were really really well. And yeah, 100% Trippier 8. I'll give him an 8.5. So let's go to the middle. Bruno Guimaraes, I'm going to give him a 9.5. They gave him a 7.8 here. I'm going to give him a 9.5 because he's a very silent killer. And people are not realizing what Guimaraes is doing on the pitch. He's going unnoticed, and he really is pulling the strings. Actually, we could have scored 2 more times if we would have decided better in one of those plays by Bruno. To Gordon, also to Isak, and so he was always sending those passes, man, that are just incredible. I think that Bruno is really, really amazing, controlling the tempo, pulling the strings of the midfield, and when he has to get dirty, he gets down and dirty, man. You already know what it is. So when Bruno has to get dirty, he's not scared of the moment, and I believe that he deserves a 9.5. So I'm gonna be very very generous when it comes to Bruno. Let me get your thoughts on that. Lewis says Trippier proven he's a worthy captain. Yeah, always. Ian Bruno 9, Mighty Mag Bruno 9, Lewis Bruno 8.5. Well done for keeping his head. Yeah, 100%. Kevin Pryor Bruno 8 would give him an extra point for his Kinder bars. Yeah, yeah. He literally exchanged his shirt with a fan because you know uh he changed his shirt for candy. So that was amazing. Kevin is on the pitch 8 for Bruno. Yes sir. Yes sir. Um all right, so let's go now. Stephen Field, big up, Stephen. Thank you for being on the show, brother. Please smash the like button, fellas. The way we can get more people to come on. Stephen says Bruno took some nasty stuff from Villa and kept his head 100%. Same thing that Lewis was saying. He really did that. He kept his composure, and he knows that the next one he's gone. He's gonna have to be. Now listen, um, some people are going to say, that maybe he should do it on purpose. Now we're going to play against Luton, so he misses against Nottingham Forest, so he's back against Bournemouth, or at least so he's back against Arsenal. That's when things get tougher. And then we're going to play Blackburn as well, so that has to be taken in consideration. But I don't know. Some people will think that you just gotta keep your head cool until it happens, and you're off. But hey, it is what it is. So 9.5 for me for Bruno Guimaraes. We're gonna go to the right side right now with Sean Longstaff. Um, I think this is a little bit of going back to normal type as far as not good. Um, and simply because I think that Longstaff was solid 6.5. I mean, it's certain things. that he's not doing the right thing right now. I mean, I'm not really happy. And again, it just might be one of those things, right, where he might be not playing good. He might be going through a tough moment right now. But at the end of the day, man, he played decent in the last match. Into that and yesterday's match, he was just not good. I mean, let's just be honest. And I think that let me know what you think though. Let me know what you think as far as how he played from 1 to 10. But he didn't give me much yesterday, and that is a concern because honestly, I can tell. Obviously, the Longstaff is playing because Tonali is not there. We didn't sign another midfielder. It's just the way it is, man. It's unfortunate, but I think that that's what's happening right now with the one and only Sean Longstaff. Let me go to the comments as far as Longstaff is concerned. Lewis says Sean is 6.5. Ian says Longstaff 7. Kevin says 6 for Longstaff. He's awful right now. What's happened to him? Missing his brother Matt. Matty Longstaff. Yeah, I don't know, but he is off for real. He is off, mate. Uh, he is definitely. He said should have made it 4-1. Yeah, he had an opportunity. He did have an opportunity, didn't he? And but hey, he can he can probably play better than that. You got to play better than this, 100%. And so more than likely, hopefully, he'll play better by this weekend against Luton, a weaker team. So maybe he gets it right this time. And again, I'm just right now we're doing the player scores. So we're skipping through some of the comments that you guys are making. I will read every single comment now that I don't have a panelist. I will get to every comment, so no worries. I'm just skipping over some uh, that are that start conversation. I just want to show your scores real quick, and then I'll go back to those conversation starters, and we can talk a little more in depth into what you want to talk about. So no worries about that. Now let's get to the left side. Lewis Miley, the young lad, just extended his contract, and I mean, he's been terrific. He's been terrific for Newcastle United, and I'm happy that he's got his contract. And of course, um, yesterday, I mean, he was a little bit of a offish match, but to be honest with you, not as bad as Longstaff, of course. I will just give him a. Actually, I'm gonna give him a fairly good score. I'm gonna give him a 7.5. I think that he did well, but it wasn't one of the greatest matches that we've seen him perform. And he's still a young lad, so got to take it a step at a time. But at the end of the day, you know, I think that he was a solid 7.5. So I'm going to give him that. They gave him a 6.9. I don't know, but 7.5 for me for Miley. He was really solid, and he helped Bruno Guimaraes a lot because in a lot of ways, Sean wasn't there, and I think that Lewis Miley kind of took over when it comes to because you got to help out. Bruno can't do it all, and I think that Lewis Miley was definitely defending when he needed to, covering some open areas, attacking as well, trying to create. So that was the intention is always there when it comes to Lewis Miley, and I think that that is one of those things that I appreciate. So 7.5 in my opinion for the one and only the lad Miley. Ian says Miley 8. There you go. Lewis says Miley 8. What a talent we have with him, 100%. Kevin says Miley 8. Steven Miley 7. Tired, but he's young. Yeah, 100%. Let me see. There we go. Yep. And so Lewis says, Kevin, remember he's only 17. Yeah, 100%. 100%. He does need to beefing up. I think that's what Kevin is saying. Do you think that Miley needs to beefing up more muscles to him, or is he okay as he is now? No, he is very tall, and he does have a good body structure. I mean, obviously, he has the body type to become somebody like a Patrick Vieira, somebody like um, uh, uh, Yaya Toure, somebody really big, beefy. Not well, the playing style of Pogba, but obviously Pogba is skinny and scrawny. But I think that Lewis Miley has the capability of getting really strong, really beefy, and I think that he can do that. I mean, again, he's 17 years old, and but the team has to work with him when it comes to that, right? The team has to work with him. The team has to make him better and make him understand. You need to eat more. You need to work out more. You need to, all that stuff. So listen, we got a long, long future with Miley on the team. So definitely 7.5 for him. One of the last ones, Hell's Hozar says Miley 7 and well deserved hot chocolate for bed and a story. Yes, sir. Big up to you, Hozar. Let's go to the strikers right now. Jacob Murphy on the right side. Man, he's been a blessing and he is terrific right now for Newcastle United, man. He is a one hell of a guy right now. Coming back really, really um, tough, fast, smart, nice right foot. I mean, it's just he is good. Murphy is good, and I believe though in a good day. Well, obviously he's starting over Almiron. Some people say that he's starting because Almiron is not healthy 100%. And props to Almiron for coming on the match when he's not 100%. But Jacob Murphy, man, I'm going to give him an 8.5. Jacob Murphy 8.5. And to be honest, just because of the way how different the team feels with Murphy on, I would give him a 9 because he is just a difference maker. Like he is dangerous and he helps out. I would give him a 9, but I'm gonna take 5 points or point 0.5 points, rather said, because that goal that he missed, even though he celebrated, and I'm always gonna say that he scored it. It was an own goal, but in that situation, you've got to put it in. You've got to put it in because we had a little bit of luck there, and so it was an own goal, but the ball was not going in the goal, and so we were lucky, and so in those instances, you need to finish better. You need to aim at the goal and get it in. It's a push in. You know what I mean? It's a tap in. You got to be able to do it if you're going to be a top player. So he was going to be a 9 for me, but I'm going to take him to 8.5. I'm just being a little bit strict, I guess you could say, but you got to be able to push those in, no problem. Because if the game was 1-0 Aston Villa, and that's what we need to do to tie, and you miss it, we've criticized Almiron for less, or not for less. Remember that play against that goal that he missed against Milan, that we would have gone and advanced, and and eventually passed, going to the next round. Well, people killed Almiron for that, and so we just gotta work on that. But I'm still got I love Murphy, and I think he should be a starter over Almiron at this point. Let me know if you agree. Actually, let me see. What do you guys say, Murphy? Murphy right here, Lewis. Jacob 8.5. My picture is with Jacob Murphy. Yeah, your picture is, yes, sir, yes, sir. Kevin is 8 for Murphy. Ian Murphy 8. Stephen Field Murphy, great to have him back. 9. See, that was my score. Usar says Murphy 7.5 just for coming on the pitch. 8 in total. There we go. Kevin says his goal against Brentford at home last season is when his form turned from actually rubbish to Premier League class. 100%. 100%. All right, so let's go to Anthony Gordon. Anthony Gordon on the left side. Um, he was busy. Anthony Gordon was busy, but I think last night, and I'm gonna take maybe heat from it, but he looked busy, but I don't think he performed as well as I would have liked him to. And again, that's just my personal opinion. You can say it as you please, but it's just one of those things. When you're at work and your boss comes in and you just try to look busy, like you're doing something. Well, that's what Anthony was for me, with all due respect. And so I'm not necessarily going to say he played bad. He does have like Usar saying, Gordon 9 all day long. His work rate. That's one thing that you cannot say. I mean, he's really running, defending. So that's a big deal as well. Uh, I'm just looking. I was looking at more at the finishing, the plays, at creating. But he he was also hit a lot. You gotta remember that. But so I don't know. They gave him a 6.8 here, but I'm not gonna go that low. Obviously, I'm just gonna say an 8. I think Anthony Gordon did an 8. That's a solid 8 for me, and that's a good score. But you know, I just wish he would have finished better yesterday. But I'm just being a hard judge today. On any other day, I would have given him a higher score. But I like Gordon, and the reason why I say that is because I think Gordon can do more, and so I don't think he's reached his ceiling at all with Newcastle United. So Usar says Gordon 9. Ian says Gordon 9. Villa ragged. Yeah, that he's got pace. That's the thing with him. He can run all day, and certainly you remember that picture of there's a picture going around of the defender, Villa's defender. I'm assuming it could be Konza. I'm assuming it's Konza that man, he looked crazy trying to catch him when Anthony Gordon took off. So Lewis says, oh, Kevin says Kevin 7 for Flash Gordon did a bit Queen there, did a bit of Queen there. Yeah, there we go. Uh, Lewis says Gordon 7.5. I can't decide between 8.5. I'm going to go for an 8. There we go. Stephen Field 10 for Gordon. He tortured them. There you go. All right. And yes, that is true. His temperament is a lot better too at the moment. Yes, he's not, he's always talking. He's not backing down. That's always good when it comes to the team. And then we go to the middle with Isak. To be honest, I mean, he was active. He could have gotten an opportunity here and there. And also, obviously, because he had to leave early, I'm just going to say, and when it comes to the goals, he wasn't really involved in any of those. If I'm not mistaken, I was actually watching the plays over and over. Isak was always on the left side all the way out, not involved in the goal. But obviously, he had to leave because of the injury. So I'm just going to give him I'm going to give him what they gave him, a 6.7. I mean, sure, sure. I mean that's good enough. That's fair enough. And when you come off hurt, obviously, um, you're not gonna get as high score. So there you go. Nothing crazy. I don't even know where my phone went. But yeah. Anyways, where's my phone at? I should have my phone right here in case somebody is talking to me. But yeah, I'm gonna give him a 6.7. It could be 8, but let me know what you think. Lewis says Alex 6 only because he came off just before halftime. Ian Isak 7. He was okay till the injury. Usar says Isak had their defense worried, which allowed him to release the ball. Number 8. Um, what's up? Oh, have you seen my phone? No. Okay. Um. Oh, there it is. Sorry. There you go. My wife had to come over here and aid me. But Uzar says Isak had their defense worried, which allowed him to release the ball. So 8 points he would give. Yeah, that is true. I mean, but that is going to be regardless. Every time Isak gets on the pitch, he's going to have the defense worried about him. So that is going to be nevertheless anytime he comes on the pitch. So you know, there you go. I mean, I guess he can be I mean, I think he needs to play and perform in order for me to give him a high score because he's such a terrific scorer that he's always going to have that fear from the defense. Kevin Price is 7 for Isak. Luke Edwards thinks he'll be out for 4 weeks, but he does tend to lie. We call him Puke Edwards. Man, that's tough, man. I'm gonna start this one that way I can get back to this comment because we're gonna talk about that as well. Steven says 6 Isak, but worked hard in the press. That is true. Um, I got it. Lewis, I got my phone. Don't worry about it, brother. I appreciate it, man. Thank you, sir. Look, thus the players that is the player scores right there. We went through a lot of them, and obviously it took me a long time, 40 minutes. Damn it. But regardless, that is the player scores of the match review. We're gonna look back at some of the predictions of the fellas. The insiders predicted some things. Let's go with Paul Clark predicted a 3-2 win. Obviously, didn't happen just by one goal, so he was almost there. I predicted 3-2, so I was close as well, same as Paul. Big Dan, Superfan Dance predicted a 2-2 draw. Didn't happen. Philip predicted a 2-0 win. Didn't happen. Tony predicted a 1-1 draw. Did not happen at all. And Ian Davison predicted a 1-1 draw as well. Didn't happen. And yeah, we're gonna everybody was wrong. Basically, we can never get it right, can we? As far as man of the match goes, only four people, four of the insiders wanted to participate. They said Bruno. Paul said Bruno. Dan said Gordon. I said Isak, and Philip said Isak as well. So nobody was right because according to you guys, it was Fabian Shard, right? They got the man of the match. So nobody won the 300K this week. Hey, you'll never know if it's true unless you win it. And so we're gonna do the preview tomorrow, and we're gonna be obviously, yeah, we're gonna be obviously predicting and all that stuff. And now the pot, the pot gets bigger. Now we're going for 500K, brothers. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Let me go to the last comments. But you guys didn't. You said Kevin says you forgot the subs. Listen on. Oh, the substitutions. Yeah, yeah, I thought you meant like you guys, like the subscribers of the show. Because I'm on that note, I'm trying to work on ways that you guys can vote and predict. And obviously we create like a little game here and there, but we have to find the right way to do it. And so yeah, let's do the subs. Of course, we can do the subs right now. Let me just there we go. Almiron came on, Livermento, and Emil Kraft. Actually, yeah, you're right. Let me go back to those. Just do it real quick. Miguel Almiron, start voting. Start putting your score. Miguel Almiron to me was really good. On the left side, he's been playing terrific, and so I'm going to give him an 8.5. I think he was really good. That cross where Murphy was able to capitalize, and well, he didn't push it in, but he created that play. Almiron did, and so I think that Miguel was really, really good. And yeah, 8.5 to me. I think he needs to be playing on the left side, to be honest with you. That's my honest opinion. He needs to be playing on the left side. The best match that I watched him play was against Manchester United on the left side because of an injury. And yesterday, because of an injury, playing on the left side as well. So I mean, what do you think? Everybody else saying Eddie Howe 10. Eddie Howe 10, 100%. Eddie Howe manage his balls off. And yeah, Ian, I agree with you. Tino 7. Tino Livramento, I'm gonna give him a 7.5. Yeah, as well. Coming on at the 75th. You got 50 minutes and some change to kind of judge, and it's kind of tough. But I think Livramento did a great job there. Kevin says Miggy 8. Miggy 8, Tino 8, Kraft 6. Yeah, Emil Kraft came on 90th minute. Give him what you want. I mean, I'm not really gonna. He didn't. They didn't even give him a score. See, because he didn't do much. Yeah. To be fair, yeah. So Emil Kraft 6.5. I mean, and they're coming on at the 90th minute. I mean, what can you expect, really? It's tough. Stephen Fields says Eddie Howe 10, 6 points from Emery. Yeah, this dude, Unai Emery, man, I don't know what the hell his problem is. He didn't shake. That was a bad gesture. He didn't shake Mad Dog's hand. I mean, you don't do that. You gotta be a proper guy. It's it's difficult. Don't do that stuff, man. It's pointless. It's petty. It's childish. Uh, it's I don't know, man. You're supposed to have. I don't know if it was true or not. What this Aston Villa fan was sharing about him, about what Unai Emery said that to Sunderland fans that I'm going to get them back or something like that. But it was nonsense. If it is true, I don't know if it was true, but petty, childish. You would think that Unai Emery would have a better common sense than that, but certainly he didn't. So all right, let me go real quick with the comments. Yes, sir. I don't know why the chat box is not working. Let me see. Should be working. If you comment, it should pop up. But there you go. Let me see if your comments show up. We'll see. But anyways, let me go all the way to the top, man, because I was looking at some of your comments, and I want to obviously I want to interact with all of you. And um Mighty Max said, looking at the teams above us, all have a hard run in the next 2 months. West Ham looks frightening, and Spurs is Spurs. Yeah, well, Spurs are having a good run. They've had a really positive season. Um, again, they haven't had to play as many games as we have. So there you go. They don't have a European football. They were eliminated from the Carabao Cup early. They just got eliminated from the FA Cup early. So they're really focused on the Premier League. Not saying that they lost on purpose. They really sucked in those competitions, and on top of that, they didn't have European football. So I'm not 100% sure that I mean, we're in the same level, in my opinion. So if we would have the same amount of games as they did, and obviously no injuries or like the amount that we're getting right now, then I don't think that we would be so far down as far as points is concerned when it comes to Tottenham. Um, Kevin says, "Hello, Chris. No scars on your head tonight." No, man. The chic look only comes out when on match days. You know what I mean? When I lose my mind. Right now, I'm serene. Right now, I'm tranquil. I'm calmed down. You know, I did a show earlier on the NUFC Matters. Jordy's here, Jordy's there. You know, those guys are pretty calm and chill, and you know, we kind of just yeah, man. You know, we're chilling. We're chilling today, and I don't feel as great, but I always have a dedication and support for you guys. I appreciate your support that I'm on here feeling like shit. But yeah, listen, man, it is what it is. We got to put in the work, right? Yeah, we have to play both Spurs and West Ham away. Kevin says, wouldn't surprise if Wolves beat Man U. Yeah, at this point, that's what I want. Even though I wouldn't want Wolves to have the same amount of points as us and kind of be involved in this sixth spot, fifth spot race, but I don't want Manchester United catching up either or being on top of us. So there you go. Mighty Max says, anyone seen Villa Watch yet? Yeah, that's his name, Villa Watch owes me 20,000. That's hilarious, man. That guy is a buffoon, isn't he? I mean, that's just reality. He's off, man. Let me try to. Yeah, you guys are commenting. Let me see. Let me get to the comments, man. Kevin Brown says that's a good one. Livermento is miles better than Burn at left back by miles. He is, and I've been saying this for a long time, but you know, I think that you had to get to know me before you allow me to speak on Geordies. In the very beginning, some of um, some of you guys that have been following me since the beginning, you know that people didn't like that I was talking about certain Geordies, because obviously I have an American accent and all that stuff. But I was speaking just facts, man. Byrne is not he's not a left back. He was a good serviceman for Newcastle United for a long time. And he came to do a job. He got it done. We're out of that hole, and now we can look at other things. We got to get rid of this sentimentality. And at some point in time, Burn, Lascelles, um, I mean, especially those guys, man. And I'm sorry that they are Geordies. I'm not looking at the passport. I'm just looking at the way they play. Those are not players, and I'm sure Emil Kraft, um, Matt Ritchie, Paul Dummett. We got rid of Monquillo, so he's gone. And those are great. I'm sure they're great human beings, and I would take them out to a nice dinner at Newcastle when I go there. But we're talking about becoming a title contenders, and if we don't get rid of this sentimentality, we're not going to evolve. We're not going to move on. I wish Messi was a Geordie. I wish Cristiano Ronaldo was a Geordie, but they're not, brothers. And I'm not saying that never ever can there be a Geordie that's a world class player. There's been many of them throughout history. The last one, Alan Shearer. But since how long has it been since Alan left? And he actually had to. He wasn't even really people are talking about Alan Shearer came back and didn't go to Manchester United. He never came back anywhere because he never played at Newcastle before he came for the first time. And so he came back to his home, to his area, to his place, but he didn't come. The people were like, he came back for us, and he did. He came back to play for Newcastle United. He chose Newcastle over Manchester United, and that is the best thing ever. But he had to go other places to show himself, and at this point in time, players are not coming here just as a stepping stone. They're coming here to get it done, to win a title. And that's what we need to be focused on. Some players are just not for that. Some players were good for a certain amount of time to get over the hurdle, to overcome bad problems, to overcome challenges. But to win the Premier League, I mean, look at Manchester City. They can play it as bad as they can. They can play it as bad as they can. But they put in De Bruyne and it's over. You know what I mean? They put in this guy, it's over. That's what it's about, and that's what we need to get to. We didn't get anybody this transfer window. That's 100%. Well, we got this kid from Manchester City, but you know, it's uh, it's another young lad that we got to give time to. But when it comes to big names, big signings, we haven't gotten that yet. And at the end of the day, it's just it's going to be a little more of a waiting time now. Let me go to more recent comments right now. Uzar, you said going to join the WhatsApp group. Hey, listen, man, we have a WhatsApp group. Link in the description. The second link. That's the WhatsApp group. Join us. Join the WhatsApp, the fan group. A lot of these guys are there. If you're new, come on, introduce yourself, and it's just a Magpie group. You know what I mean? Don't worry, man. You don't have to ask me. You can bring as many Geordies, Magpies as you can find. I want that group to grow and become one of the biggest WhatsApp group for Newcastle United fans. And if you don't have WhatsApp, you need to get updated because we're from all over the world now. We get fans all over the world, so you need to have WhatsApp. Join the WhatsApp group, the second link, and you can become a patron as well on the first link and support the channel. Ian says, I think Emery was just annoyed they lost. He was very complimentary afterwards about Newcastle. Yeah, that very well could be. Um, but I do agree. Remember when Lascelles tried to shake Jorginho's hand? I don't care how mad you are, man. You got to shake my hand, brother. And if you don't shake my hand, I'll beat your ass. That's just the way it is. But in this particular instance, Emery says that Emery looks like he's just turning. He doesn't really look at. I mean, it's not like he sees Mad Dog extending his hand and he just walks away. That would have been crazy. But so he does have some. He has a defense or a defense for him to get to if he gets questioned about that. Which actually nobody's going to question. They're just going to move on. Stephen Fields is bad losers Villa, no class like Eric Ten Hag. Yeah, Ten Hag is crazy. Kevin says Emery was classy though in the post game. Yeah, there you go. There you go. Ian says I think Emery was just annoyed. Oh, there you go. I just read that. Lewis says, "Hell's yeah, that's okay. The more welcome. Yeah, of course, man. Join the WhatsApp group, please. I'm begging you to. I mean, you don't have to ask me." Kevin Pryor says Madison gets on my nerves because we should have got him. Yeah, man. Yeah, Madison is one of those things, that I, I mean, I wish we would have gotten Madison 100%. I think Sean, I think Uzar, is that your name, Sean? I just saw you pop up on the group, brother, or whoever just joined. I appreciate you, man, for joining. And yeah, there you go. That's El Uzar. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Kevin says David Moyes gets on my nerves. Yeah, on a lot of people. Billy the Fish, what's up, Billy the Fish? I hope everything is well in the sea. Barnes back soon. Gordon will play as a striker if Wilson is not fit. Well, that's the thing. We need another striker. We need another striker, and we didn't get him. So that is it's unfortunate, man. But what can we do? It's I don't know what's happening with the injuries. We cannot overcome it. Every match to a certain to oh, it was almost like every match we were getting somebody hurt. Now it's every other match. I don't know, man. It's frustrating. Big up, Billy. Kevin says Elliot Anderson could be back too, Billy. Yep, that is well. Listen, I've been. I'm not gonna say who and what it was said to me, but I want to let you guys something real quick. I'm not gonna say. anything. You just read between the lines. Um, I wouldn't count on Elliot Anderson coming back soon. You just heard it here, and that's all I'm gonna say. I've been blessed enough on my short career as a content creator, as when it comes to Newcastle content, that I've met great individuals, people that have insight in the club, and it's great. I appreciate it. Obviously, for those reasons, I can't say who and what was said, but if I was you, I wouldn't hold my breath for Ellie Anderson coming back. So just keep that as that. Hopefully I'm wrong. Hopefully I'm wrong. But I'm just letting you know this. Let's move on. Stephen Field, not frightened of anybody after that performance. All the fireworks came from Newcastle. Yeah, that is true. Yeah, that is true. Stephen, I mean, Steve, man, like Newcastle, we're not scared of anybody, man. And we're not scared of anybody. You understand what I'm saying? Like that's not even we got again like Billy the Fish is saying Willock is coming back hopefully. So you know what I mean? It's listen, man. If we're healthy, I'm not scared of nobody. Nobody. Not Real Madrid, nobody. And but unfortunately we have to deal with this stuff, And games like yesterday, like the one yesterday makes you think like, man, what if we were healthy for once? What if? That's a big deal. What if? Kevin Pryor says, Steve, we need to back it up 100%. Mighty Mag, I'm hearing Isak is out up to 4 weeks. Yeah, man. I highlighted that comment as well because I don't know, man. It's tough. Now Isak is becoming, this new stigma that people put on you that you're made of glass because it happens over and over and over. You know what I'm saying? It's not good, and especially if he's one of our top guys. It's certainly not good. It really isn't. So I don't know. Hopefully, 4 weeks. That's a month, and he just came back. Man, I don't know, man. Somebody's not doing their job. Eddie Howe is not doing their job, or the medical team is not doing their job, or Isak is not doing his job at saying, "Listen, I'm hurt. I need to get out," and playing through it. Maybe he did. Maybe he's like, you know what? I need to leave, and that's what happened yesterday. We just don't know. But something is not right, and somebody is not doing their job. Stephen Field says, "We will, Kevin, but we need players back, bro." Yep. Billy the Fish switched to five in defense with Livermento on at left back as Bailey was destroying Burn for pace. But that's going to happen, Billy the Fish. I don't know how you watch games in the bottom of the sea. Maybe you got SpongeBob and company to show you the games, my brother. But like, we know Burn is not going to defend. That's not his thing, and it's not going to happen. He's not going to become a better defender as a left back. He's always going to be outrun, and so that's just something we got to deal with because Burn is going to play. Let's just keep it. Let's just keep it simple. Burn is going to play regardless. So that's something we got to deal with. And Livermento, he's not going to start over Trippier ever because we already know Trippier is one of our stars. And so I'm just more concerned at this point that Livermento gets minutes. And I think that that's going to be more important right now for us. He gets some time. Billy says switch to I read that one. Mighty Mag, I wouldn't be shocked if Ekitiki turns up tomorrow. Um, but isn't the transfer window until midnight? Well, isn't it? Like we got 1 hour left of transfer window, or am I wrong? Am I wrong? We got one more day. I always thought that it was like up until the first, like midnight today. That I always thought that, but I might be wrong. So there you go. Uh, Kevin Pryor, Eddie is way too loyal to Burn. Hence why I can't get Eddie 10. I give him a 9 hard, aren't I? Well, that is a fair point. You're entitled to your opinion, my brother, and I think that is fair enough. That is fair enough. You know, at some point, if it costs us games, then then you can judge the manager, of course. At this point right now, we're kind of in the middle. So, Ian, why should you not talk about them? Just because you got an American accent, ignore the haters. I appreciate it, Ian. No, I'm just saying, in the very beginning, it was tougher for me to do content about Newcastle because we had a lot of gatekeepers in the beginning. Those are the ones that tune in your content, and they just they started pressing the dislike button on purpose, reporting, and all that stuff. You know what I mean? So I got a lot of messages saying, you got reported for inappropriate content, nudes, sex scenes, and all that stuff. I was like, what? You know what I mean? I was like, there ain't no way. I ain't showed nothing yet. You got to pay for that. You got to pay for that, man. But no, no, no. I mean, and so people were doing that, but the vast majority 95% of Geordies are top class people. And so you just got to keep grinding. And eventually they went away because the trolls, once you don't pay attention to them, they go away. You know what I mean? They go away, man. So yeah, Kevin says, "My Mag wouldn't surprise me if he doesn't. You know how slow we are on transfers." Yeah. Ian says, "I would." There you go. Kevin, I think Liverpool have too much for City to catch up, Chris. Yeah, yeah, that is true. Liverpool right now, I believe. Let me see real quick. Yeah, the Premier League is shaping. Liverpool is shaping to be the one. 51 points. Man City 46. That's still 2 games away. So if Liverpool loses one game, they're going to start feeling the pressure. So yeah, man, it's difficult, but at the end of the day, I think it's not over. But yeah, Liverpool is catching. If they win this weekend and City ties per se, that's going to be interesting to see. Mighty Mag, I must be the only person that hasn't got WhatsApp. Come on, Mighty Mag, come on the dark side, man. Just download WhatsApp. It's not hard. You just download it. Bang bang. A few minutes, a few seconds. Join the link in the description and join the group, brother. Join the Magpies Assemble group chat. And yeah, man, we got to interact. We can reconnect. And for the most part, I respond to. We all talk in there. Yeah, we talk, man. We do a little bantering. Yeah, I mean, that's just a chat for everybody. Hells, this says, yep, it's Sean. There you go. What's up, Sean? I'm gonna call you Sean now because Hells Uzar, I don't know. Lewis, these injuries just drive me around the bloody bend. Um, I'm surprised nobody said that the injuries boils their piss yet. That's a Geordie saying that I love so much that I tell my wife all the time. You just boil me piss, and she laughs about it. But yeah, I love it. Yeah, man, injuries are going just driving everybody crazy. To be honest with you, injuries are man, injuries again. I think that somebody told me a few weeks ago that we sacked some of the medical team. Well, I don't know if we sacked like right here. Prior says I say Lewis sacked the entire medical team, brother. We got to sack everybody. I mean, we got to sack everybody, man. Somebody's not doing their job. Ian says Eric Ten Hag said Anderson not or Eddie Howe. Sorry, I don't know why. Said Anderson's not ready yet. Yeah, again. Um, listen, I can't say nothing, man. But I know too much about Anderson. I can't say nothing. Billy says Anderson has a back injury, long time out. Hey, just don't wait on him. That's it, man. That's all I can say. Don't wait on it. We got to focus on other stuff. You know what I mean? Support Anderson and let him do his thing. But all I can say is that Anderson, we need to focus on somebody else, other people. Sean says, I'm still on cloud nine. I have been through all this shit of previous years. I can see where we're going. It will take time. Yeah, man, that's the thing. When the takeover happened, we thought, man, we're about to win everything in the history of everything. Well, it's taking time, isn't it? It's just taking time. Steven says we have great owners, and last night is just one of many great ones to come. Keep the faith. The project is rolling. Yeah, 100%. 100%, man. That is 100% agree with you. 100%, brother. So that is that. Yeah, I wholeheartedly agree with you, my friend. We got to keep patience. Sometimes it's hard. I won't lie. It is hard to keep patience, and it's hard to to maintain it when you want to win so bad and you haven't in a long time and you've had a shitty owner for a long time, and unfortunately, you've had to wait so long. So we just gotta wait a little bit longer, I guess. That is the thing. Um, by the way, we had 700 subscribers. Um, oh, there we go. We had 700 subscribers today early morning for me. Now we have 707 and 13. A lot of people came from NUFC Matters, so I appreciate your support. And it's been a great thing. We got over 113 subscribers in 1 week. It's been great. It's only 227 short of the goal, the first goal that is 1,000 subscribers. And once we get to 1,000, things get a lot better and things are going to get a lot smoother for us. So please share the content. Share it. I know you guys. A lot of you guys are from the Geordie area. Oh my God, I'm so sick. Listen to my nonsense. From the Geordie area, I said, from the Newcastle area, and so please share it with as many Geordies as you can, and let's get this channel going. And I appreciate everybody's support as well as NUFC Matters. They've been helping me out. And they don't, it's for nothing or not for nothing. I mean, it just, they just kind of got me in and say, hey, you're going to be my friend. And Steve and the guys, they have me under their arm, under their wing, basically, and, helping me out. So I appreciate them. And by the way, well, Steve said something in the intro to his show. You can go watch that one, and something along those lines might be happening in the next few weeks or days. So stay tuned for that one. Something really big for myself, for me as a fan of Newcastle, and something big might happen on the show. Somebody of a big stature within the club, a legend of the club, might come to the show. And so we're just working on that. We got a lot of stuff to sort out. So just keep in mind, but at the end of the day, we have all that stuff coming, man, and it could be great for the channel. So, and it's a player that you guys love, obviously, and so yeah. Transfer closes tomorrow. One more day. Okay, so I thought it was until the like 31st all the way through. Well, you got one more day, but do you guys really think that we're gonna get anybody? Ian says, "Is it because there is midweek's game, so the window opens?" Okay, got you. I understand that. Stephen Field, midnight tomorrow, Chris. Yes, sir. Jordy C says, "Ignore the haters, Chris. We got your back, 100%." Jordy C is one of the greats, man. He's been with me for a long time as a subscriber, and basically a lot of you guys, because we were just small 2 weeks ago. 2 weeks ago, I had 200 subscribers, and I had battled so much to get those 200. And in the next 2 weeks, boom, 700. Imagine that. A lot of people help me out, and of course, doing this thing every day, it's amazing. So Stephen Field 11 tomorrow. Mighty Mag, hey Ian, are you on Twitter? Yeah. By the way, follow the channel on Twitter as well. Follow me on Twitter. You can follow me at CTA Magpie, CTA Magpie on Twitter. Follow me. We can interact, and you can follow the channel's page at NUFC Insiders, and find us there. But you can follow me for more. I tweet all the time. The channel is more for like keep fans in the know of what's happening within the channel, in all social medias as well. Kevin says we have Alfie Harrison from Man City. Forgot to mention that he looks like Haaland baby brother. Yeah, he does. But again, it's another young talent that we got to take a little bit at a time. We can't get too crazy. Uh, it's just one of those things. Mighty Max says you right there. Most of it's just the same drivel. Steven says the two of you are doing a transfer show from midday till 11 p.m. for charity. Yeah, that's great. That's great. I thought about doing that. But it'll be difficult. It'll be difficult for me at this point. But it's gonna be great for them. And I've seen it before. I think they've done it before. So yeah, big up to those guys doing it for charity. And tomorrow we will be live again to do the match preview of this weekend. So stay tuned for that one. And so yeah, we're gonna be back again at 10 p.m. tomorrow. Hell's Uzar Sean says, well done here. Yes, sir. Billy the Fish. FFP rules expected to change next year in line with UEFA regulations, which focus on player wages and not total spend. Will be good for Newcastle United. Yep. Yes, sir. That's good. Mighty Mag, Steven. Yeah, I should be on most of the day tomorrow on the tune review. Should be a great day. Mighty says Christian channel is building up nicely. Favorite place to be. I appreciate you, man. Appreciate you. I know that the tune review is going to be live around 10 p.m. when we come on live. So obviously, I don't get into this competition stuff. We all got people that we can share, and it's great for them to do it. And so wherever you feel like you need to be, that's where you need to be. You know what I'm saying? So always appreciate for the support. Those guys have Billy from the tune review has helped me as well. So always grateful for him. And haven't met Paul and Stato yet, but I'm sure we will at some point. But yeah, we're going to be live tomorrow at 10 p.m. here. So I hope to see you all here. Kevin Price says that's good going. Sean, you need to try and link up with the tour review. They will respect you. You will probably do well from followers from that group. Also, they also love talking the tune. Yeah, 100%. I've had Billy here from the tune review. He's been terrific, and he actually comes on the shows and talk and chats with you guys. He was here yesterday. He was here on the weekend for the first ever American Magpie show. By the way, Saturday at 11 p.m. It's going to be the weekend, so you guys are going to be able to make it. Drink your coffee, drink your soda, drink your whatever you need to drink to stay up. It's going to be at 11, so you guys can do it. We're going to have the second American Magpie show. We're going to bring John O'Hare and Superfan Dan. We're going to be talking, of course, Newcastle United, and so we got that show going as well this weekend. Um, yeah, come on. Ian says it was Billy from the Tune Review that got me subscribing to your channel, so you can thank me 100%. 100%. I'm always thankful for the people that have done me right, and always grateful, man. I was in the military, brother. So anytime somebody, you're always there for your brother. You know what I'm saying? And for the most part, we always this YouTube thing can get out of control real quick for some people because they want to have it all and they want to beef, they want to fight with other people. I'm not for that. There's Newcastle fans all over the world. I stream at 4 p.m. here, 10 p.m. there. Most people are not live at that point, so I do it that time. It's actually I would rather do it later because I rush from work, say hi to my family, run up here and do it. But I know that this time is nice for you guys in the UK and it works for everybody else. So I do it. You have to sacrifice some things, and so I'm not. I'm not for that. I think those guys are great and always going to support them. They've been doing it for 2 years now, 3 years, so they're great. And big channel as well as NUFC matters. Those two guys are leading this thing, and you just got to respect people, man. You just got to respect it. Mighty Mag just found you on Twitter, Chris. Appreciate it, brother. Thank you for following me on Twitter. Kevin Pryor, even more is a good channel too. Evermore in UFC. Yeah, I've heard of them on YouTube as well. Yeah, Chris and Mark are smashing fellas. You'll love Chris's rant. Yeah, man. I've the loaded mag as well. Those are good. I think they stream an hour before me. I think they come on usually at 9, maybe, if I'm not mistaken. So or maybe 8. There are some guys on here that I don't have respect for. A few, but just because of how they handle business, man, I'm not for that. They're always trying to sneak somebody, but no, the tune review are great. Evermore in UFC, they're great. Uh, in UFC matters, of course, they're my brothers. Um, who else can I mention that I've met? I haven't. I got Pete Davey from the Loaded Mag on Twitter as well as Chris Hall, but never haven't met him yet. I'm sure I will try to have him for the sit down at some point. But yeah, man, it's about growing this community. Bringing my job is to grow the fan base worldwide. That's what I want to do. And so if I can do that, I'm satisfied. Mighty Man Chris, an idea having a late show tomorrow, 1 hour later. That will start when the tune finishes to review. I think. Yeah. So you're not clashing. Yeah, but that's my thing. I do it earlier at 10 because I feel like you guys would come on at 10. It's not too late. But maybe we can change it tomorrow to 11 p.m. It depends. But if I try to have other people as well, it's going to be later for them to come on as a panel and they might have a conflict. So, you know what I mean? But you just got to make everybody happy at this point, and that's the thing. Sean is a great bloke is Billy, although he's from Coventry. Others know when it's perfect. Yeah, no, but Billy is a top guy, man. He's a top class guy. He came on the show. He didn't know me. I'm never scared of asking either. I'll ask anybody, hey, can you be on the show? And they might be the biggest, the most influential, true Geordie. Well, you know, a true Geordie, as big as he would come on the show. It's not that he wouldn't. The problem is that he's so big that he's under contract. He can't just be with anybody. He can't be with anybody. He got to be for the kickoff, and that's it. You know what I mean? So I'm not. I can listen, man. I'm not scared of nothing. If you want success, you can't be scared. You got to go out there and get it. And so I ask people all the time, man. But and actually, nobody's ever told me no. So I'm. It's just because you got to know how to talk to people. That's it. Ian says, "Were you in the army, Chris? What rank were you?" Yes, I was. I was in the army, and I got out as a sergeant. And yeah, I got made it to sergeant E5. And yes, sir. Yes, sir. U.S. Army, man. Farmer, look at Farmer. It says we took 6 from Villa, and it is impressive unless Luton takes 6 from us. Yeah, that's crazy. Evermore's a great channel. Yes, sir. Um, there, WBF. There we go. Stephen Field, great to see you on NUFC Matters, Chris. Yeah, that was great. That was great. So, I'm going to be there every week now for the Jordy's here, Jordy's there. I thought it was going to be a one thing thing, but you know, those are great. Those are great guys, man. And so I'll be there every week. Sometimes I might not be able to make it because, you know, I'm working during that time, so I have to make the time. Maybe for 30 minutes for sure. But yeah, but you can find me there as well. And those guys are great. Bigger Farmer. Kevin says 100 mag. Oh yeah, 100 mag. Where is he at, man? He was on here yesterday. Kevin says, 100 Mags, I meant smashing lad that talks to us. So is that 100 Mag? Is that a channel? 100 Mags. Because he was here yesterday. I thought he was a channel. So Farmer says Billy Trey is a good dude, 100%. He's always commenting on here. He comes on and comments, and he's a great lad, man. He's a top guy, 100%. And he is tall. I think he's tall. I looked at he we got I got him on Twitter. We follow each other on Twitter, and he looks like he's 7 feet tall. I'd be scared to make him mad. Um, Mighty Mag, I echo that. Great seeing you on the tune review. And then you said I was never on the tune review, not yet. I might join them. I think they do a face the lads on Fridays. I might join them at some point and just say hi. But I haven't been there invited yet. So NUFC matters, of course. Again, those are like brothers. So I'll be there. Um, you will go, Chris, and I will stay with you and recommend you. Thank you, Stephen. You're great, brother. Appreciate that. Kevin Hunter Mags, he is a channel. Yes, okay, got you, man. Yeah, he was on the chat having fun yesterday. So wow, that's nice. That's nice. Billy the Fish, Adam Pearson's NUFC travel videos when he tests the hotel room bed. Yeah, Adam Pearson is a good influencer. He's gotten big or bigger because of some of the wild things that he does. Not always agree with what he does. As I tend to conduct myself different, being a military guy, that stuff stays with you. But he is a he influences people, and he's gotten a good following. So always appreciate somebody that comes from the bottom on this stuff. It's hard, man. Doing this YouTube thing, you guys wouldn't think this is not easy. Not at all. It's another job, and you don't get paid for it. So yeah. Andrew says, "Hi all. What's up, Andrew?" Farmer says, "That was indeed funny fish." Andrew boils me piss. Yes, sir. Andrew, man. What's up, my brother? I love that. That's my favorite Jordy phrase. Kevin says, "What do you make of Adam Pearson?" Well, exactly what I said. I think that um, he's a great influencer, and I think that again, I appreciate everybody that comes from the bottom and starts doing this thing and gets it done. I mean, it's amazing. It's not I've had channels with 7,000 subscribers. I still got one in Spanish with 7,000 subscribers. I made another one with 6,000 subscribers. I sold that one. And it's a Spanish talking football in Spanish. And I have another channel that has 300 subscribers. It's just a review channel. I love country music, so I was reviewing country music there. Listen, I've got a lot of channels. My Premier League channel, my podcast is called the Football Tonight podcast. It's got 900 subscribers, This one's got 700 subscribers now. So I know how to do this, but um, every time you start from zero, it's tough. It's tough, and so it took me a while to get adjusted to starting from zero. But and it was difficult because again, with the Newcastle content, taking it abroad, Newcastle fans, some of them, again, a small minority, were really into just Newcastle, the tune, and not really open to everybody else coming in. Those particular people that in the beginning it was really hard. But a lot of these guys that have been on here, Lewis, Newcastle fan, he's been from the get go, Inter Yamaha from the get go. And even when I was really small, Farmer's been there as well. He's been on the calling shows. So Farmer, I always appreciate his support, and all of you guys, because all of you guys, I'm still small. I'm still a small channel. So your support means everything, man. And a lot of people are like, "Man, why do you always ask for likes? Are you do you, it's not I don't personally look at a like and say, "Oh my god, I'm getting a hard on." That doesn't work like that. But that is the only way that YouTube will recommend your content to other people. Obviously, you can do stuff you can share, you can tell people, you can tell if you are in a university or in a college in Newcastle, you go tell your mates, "Hey, look at the channel, check it out." Obviously, all of them are Newcastle fans. They're going to tune in. That's amazing. But when it just comes to the YouTube thing, if you smash that like button, you have no idea. It's like you're donating money, even though I don't get money, but you recommend everybody else. It's the algorithm sucks that up, man, and recommends it to everybody else. So that's a big deal. Kevin says, I personally think he shows off a bit, but you can't question his loyalty to Newcastle. No, 100%. Adam Pearson is a great lad. I like Rubenstein a lot as well. He is a top class guy. I need to get him on the show. I need to talk to him. And also some of the True Faith podcasts, they're great as well. Need to get them on the show. I got a lot of people I need to get on the show, man. So we got a lot going. We're not done yet. Job is not done. Um, hell, Sean says Adam lives about 200 miles from me, and Maddie. Actually, I got people that know Maddie as well, so I need to get him on the show too. And the Magpie channel about 1,500K local lads. Yeah. So you know, any support that you can do for this channel is much appreciated, and it's crazy. Spanish talking YouTube show for Newcastle. Wow, no, those Spanish shows weren't for Newcastle. They were about football in general. They weren't for Newcastle. So yeah, no. And I gotta do English, man, for Newcastle. I love English. Um, Sean says likes are part of the algorithm, 100%. Farmer says, true, Chris, you do stumble into some idiots who only want people born in Newcastle to be supporters of the tune, and they constantly slam on Americans, but those are very few. Yeah, very few, man, very few. But in the very beginning, again, they are very few, but they were disliking for no reason, and they were reporting me. Since I was showing news and sex and stuff like that, and I was like, "What the hell, man?" But yeah, they were doing that. But once you stop paying attention to them, they go away. They go bother somebody else, unfortunately. But yeah, and so that's why it was hard in the beginning to grow because people kept reporting me, and I'm like, I had to actually talk to YouTube and say, where do you see nudes and sex scenes? You don't see it anywhere, and they obviously have a way of seeing if I deleted videos or something like that. So they obviously knew that I never made anything like that. So but it's a hassle to do so. If you try to get a hold of Google or YouTube, you're gonna spend a long time on the phone. Trust me, because they can take your channel down. They can do all this stuff. Uh, Kevin says just following you on Twitter. Appreciate you, my brother. Sean Meters. Oh, Meters, not Miles. Damn it. Yeah. Sorry. I'm in the U.S., man. We use miles here. Billy says I don't like channels that pretend to know transfer news for views only. Nah, when I do the transfer show, I literally just do a transfer show, and we talk about I go to every single article, big news article, and a lot of people are not gonna agree with them. A lot of people don't like the Sun. A lot of people don't like the Daily Mail. A lot of people don't like. It doesn't matter. I hope my internet is still here. It doesn't matter. I get every piece of news, see what's happening, and I bring it onto the show, and you guys give me your say. You guys, we chat with you. we interact. I'm never gonna say I know this and that unless I know, but I would never know. I would never say that. And so, and even if I know, I'm not a journalist, or I do journalist work, but I'm not a journalist, obviously. So even if I know something, kind of like what the Anderson situation, I'm never gonna say it what I was told because it's not cool. If somebody tells me in private something, that's it. That's just for me. You know what I mean? So I'm just insinuating, I'm letting you know not to wait on Anderson. That's it. But I'm not saying who told me or anything like that. Kevin says, I'm in Coventry and I support Newcastle. Many Man U fans around the world. Nothing Manchester about India say. Yeah, 100%. No one's perfect, says Sean. Mighty Mag, I have seen some news on YouTube and it's a robot talking. It's like eating plastic food. Yeah, it's tough, isn't it? You need to have people fall in love with the personality, man. If I came on here and start talking English just so you guys start talking with a Geordie accent or with like some YouTubers have done, uh with a fake Geordie accent and stuff like that, you would laugh at me and you would leave. Who wouldn't? I can only be a I can only sound I sound confused. I always tell people I sound like a Hispanic country American, and that is a confused accent right there. And so, but that's just me, brother. I can't, you know what I mean? I can't be otherwise. I can't change, man. And you guys are gonna like it or you're not. And that's just the way it is. I will go beyond for the fans, for you guys. Like somebody told me, please take away the scrolling chat in the bottom. I did that. I think every time I remember, I will take it off. And because they don't like it because they have a situation, a condition. So I will do that for you because it doesn't bother me. You know what I'm saying? If it's gonna make your experience better. But if you tell me that I have to be, if you tell me that just because I sound American, you don't like me, then I can't do anything about it. So but it's just an example. You know what I mean? At the end of the day, though, people fall in love with the personality. That's the biggest thing. Um, Anyways, listen, I have to wrap up because my wife needs to go to church and to chill out, and I had to go. It's been a great show. I appreciate your support as always. Thank you so much for subscribing. Please like on the way out. Hit the like button. Subscribe if you're new. I appreciate you. We'll be live tomorrow around 10 p.m. I'm sure, or 11. Check out the channel, and we'll have the match preview of Newcastle Luton on the weekend. I appreciate it. Thank you for your support, and we will see you tomorrow. See you, fellas.